channel, and if you are new, you are now watching BTB. Alright y'all, so hey, I'm back. I am doing another Instagram poll video. If you guys don't know what this is, then this is when I take 5 Instagram poll questions that I've asked on my Instagram, and I give you guys the percentages of what people think and my answer and how I feel on them. I've done this a few times, so if you have been to this channel multiple times, then you know. If you don't know, welcome, and we're just gonna get right into it. All right, question number 1. Would you rather move around the state or the country, or stay in the same city your whole entire life? 92% of people said I'm moving around, and 8% of people said I'm staying in the same city. So, from someone who has experienced moving around multiple times in my life, I personally will pick staying in the same city, and I'll give you guys kind of the pros and cons. So the pros of staying in the same city, like you're growing up, you're making memories, like in that household, you're growing up and you're growing up with people around you, like you guys are growing up from when you're little up to adults. You are just comfortable with the area, you know your way around the area, like you're just, this is where you feel the most comfort, like you feel like it's home. The cons of staying in the same area is, like, I guess you can get bored and you know you could just want to see something else, but that's what traveling is for, is what I feel like. The pros of moving around, I guess, like, it is technically traveling and you can go around and see new things and just explore the world, but like you kind of have to pick up everything that you have. This is a con, by the way, that you have to pick up everything that you have and kind of just take it with you, and that costs time, that costs money, that just costs inconvenience. You have to uproot your family and like move them, and I moved around a lot when I was little, so I don't have many people where I've seen them since like we were babies and we've grown up together and we've known each other our whole lives. Like I have maybe like literally three women, they're women now, but 3 women that I've grown up with, and that's not even from meeting them like in school. That's like meeting them through my mom, because my mom has a close like family friend, so we've kind of grown up together. But moving around honestly is not it. Like I personally feel like it's not it, and I definitely would not recommend, just because I've experienced it, so that's just me. Question number 2, have you ever experienced love? 60% of people said yes, they have, and 40% of people say, what's love? Nah, they haven't. Me personally, I have experienced love. I had an ex that I loved very, 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 very much, and I really thought I was gonna be with him forever, but that didn't work out. But I have experienced love. I feel love. I feel like it's a very beautiful feeling, a beautiful thing to experience. And for the 40% of people who said they've never experienced love, I feel very bad for you, because it feels great when you love someone who loves you back. That is the best feeling in the world, and 10 out of 10, I definitely would recommend it. I also have loved people who have not loved me back, and that crap sucks, but it is a learning experience, and I'm happy that I also just have love to give, even though, you know, not everybody has that love to give back. That's okay. That's a part of growing. It's a part of learning. It's a part of life. So 10 out of 10 recommend finding love and experiencing love, because it's a really good feeling. So for y'all who say y'all haven't, so sorry to y'all. Question number 3. Is there somebody that you pushed away that you regret pushing away? 34% of people said, yeah, I regret it. 66% of people said, nope, it was for the best. So, me personally, I don't want to say I've had people that I've pushed away, but I have had people that I've had to cut off for my personal growth, for my personal health, just because they were either bringing negativity into my life or they were disrupting my peace. Do I regret that? No, because at the end of the day, as much as I maybe want to interact with them, or I may want to be around them or be in their presence, it's not the best idea for me. Ultimately, even though in the moment I'm like, ooh yeah, like being around this person is great, this person brings so much joy, but then like I leave from around them and I realize like my peace is being disrupted every other day, or they suck joy away from me, or I'm just getting negative vibes from them, or just negative interactions, or just it's just negative in general. I'm just trying to force something. So yes, I've had to cut people off, or I've had to push people away. Do I regret that? No, I do not, because it's for me, it's for my health, it's for the betterment of me. So y'all, and I'm gonna give y'all advice. If y'all feel like y'all have to cut someone off, if y'all feel like there is someone that you hang around and you're just with them because like they look good, or they do good things for you, but their personality is horrible, or you just get bad vibes from them, or just when y'all leave, like your spirit is just all riled up and you're like, what's going on? Go ahead and cut that person off. I had this one guy, I'm gonna tell y'all, I had this one guy that I thought was very, 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 very attractive, right? And I don't want to get into it too much, but like he would just bring, after we like we would hang out, and then after I left, like I would just feel this like very dark, just like energy. I swear I don't know how to explain it, but it just felt very dark, very heavy energy around me every single time that we left from each other. And I was like, this is not right. Like mentally this should not be happening. So I had to dig deep and I had to cut him off, and it wasn't easy, but ever since I like stopped talking to him and stopped hanging out with him, like I felt so much better. Like after I cut him off, like I felt so much better. So that's just my experience, and this was like years ago. It's not anything recent, so don't try to go and dig and look, but this was years ago. And I'm very happy that I did that, because he was not what I needed. He was not what I needed. No matter how attractive he was, he just, personally, for my peace, for my mental health, he just was not it. So I just had to do what I had to do. Question number 4, would you take your ex back? Now 24% of y'all said, yeah, I love them. And the other 76% said, nah, they're exes for a reason. So y'all, there was one time I did try to take an ex back, and it actually backfired, because within that process I ended up losing a friend, and that's a long story for another day, for another time. But us trying to mend what we already kind of separated caused a domino effect, and it was just a lot. It was just a lot, and it kind of assisted into me losing somebody who's really close to me. So how I feel about taking exes back, I just feel like that's kind of reopening a cut that was already healed. Like, leave it where it's at. Y'all are exes for a reason. Y'all didn't work out for a reason. And even though, you know, in your head you're like, well, maybe if we give it another go, or maybe if we do this differently, or we act this way instead of that way, like it might work. At the end of the day, if it was supposed to work, it would have worked the first time. And that's how I feel. You know, don't get me wrong, you can be cool with your exes. I'm cool with like one ex. I'm cool with one of my exes. Like, there's no beef, and we kind of just leave it at that. Like, no beef, still got love, you know, still want the best for each other, but we know that we don't belong together, and that is okay. Like, it's okay to leave exes in the past. It's okay to let people go. It's okay to start over. I know our generation has a big problem with not starting over, because we have history, or we spent all these years together, or I wasted all this time. But it's more of a learning experience. Like, if you guys don't work out, then it's a learning experience, and you learn from that person. You learn what to do in your next relationship. You learn what you like and what you don't like. You learn how to be treated. Like, I've learned all of that with people that I don't even talk to anymore, with people that I was talking to and it didn't work out. I've learned a lot. I've learned what to take from a man. I've learned what to not take from a man. I learned how I like to be loved. I learned that I suck at communicating. Like, I'm learning a lot, and I'm still learning, and I've learned a lot in the past. So I feel like an ex is an ex, and don't try to double back because the history, like, you guys know y'all didn't work out for a reason, and just take that as a learning experience, you know. I feel like I'm coming with the gems, y'all. I'm coming with the gems, y'all. I'm coming with the gems. Question number 5. How do y'all feel about women pumping their own gas when a man is around? And more specifically, their man is around. 14% said she could do it herself. 86% said he needs to be pumping the gas. So y'all, I feel like, personally, me, the man should pump the gas. Period, point blank. He should pump the gas. And that just shows that he's a gentleman. It just shows that he cares for women in general. Like, it doesn't show that he's weak. It doesn't show that he is, what is the word called? He's a simp. It doesn't show any of that. It just shows you were brought up right and you were raised right. I'm gonna kind of switch gears and kind of get off subject real quick, but this kind of goes with guys opening car doors, because you know all men, or most men, open up doors, like doors that we walk through every single day for another woman or even just other people. But car doors is a big debate because not many men open car doors up for women. And in my life, I've literally had 3 men open up a car door for me. One, we went on a couple dates. This was a long time ago. This was in high school, and he opened up a car door for me. And I was like, okay, like, I hear about this, but I'm young, I don't really know. And then the second time, it was this guy, I really, really, really liked him, and he would open up the car door for me like 85% of the time, right? And I was like, okay, like, this is a man who was taught well, this is a man who was brought up right, like, and I really appreciated it, and it just showed that he was a gentleman. And then the third time was actually really recent, and this was a guy I didn't even know. He was trying to pursue me, trying to get my number, and we were out, I think at like a club or something, and he was walking like to the car with me and my friends, and I get to my car, and he opens up my car door, and I was kind of taken aback, because I was like, wow, I haven't had somebody open up a car door for me in years. And I'm like, wow, this man must have been raised right. This man is a gentleman. Like, it just was, all these good thoughts are going through my head, because I'm like, you know, you don't see that too often, and when it does happen, it kind of makes me feel like, okay, then you kind of are a higher quality man, because you just went out of your way to just do something so simple as opening the car door. And I just feel like that just shows that he was raised right. That just shows he was a gentleman. Like, that just kind of gives me a better impression of him, even though I don't know him from a can of paint. So I say that to say that it kind of goes hand in hand. Like, pumping your woman's gas while you're in the car with her, I feel like it's kind of like what a man is supposed to do. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that men are supposed to do for a woman. There's certain things I feel like women are supposed to do for men. So I personally feel like pumping gas for a woman is kind of like that's something that men should do. And even if she's paying for it, like, let her pay for it, and then let her sit in the car and you pump the gas. Like, it's as simple as that. But that's just me. You know, everybody's different. Some people are okay with it. But me personally, but you know, if a man doesn't want to pump my gas, I'm not gonna force him either. Like, if he doesn't offer it on his own, it's just literally in my head is a mental note. Like, got it. Heard you, even though you ain't saying nothing, but I heard you. All right, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. I actually really liked these 5 questions. I feel like these were really good questions. I feel like I kind of gave y'all a little bit of advice, even though y'all wasn't really asking for advice, but I like these questions. They were good questions. I don't have many more questions left, so we'll see how many I can find in the vault, because I go looking for these questions But y'all, thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm coming back to back with the videos, so stay tuned for the next one. And I love everybody who is still supporting me, still rocking with me, and still here. This is literally just a hobby for me. It's just for fun, and I really like doing it. So I appreciate everybody who gives me feedback. I appreciate everybody who's like, when are you dropping another video? I appreciate just everybody. Like, I see every single person who comments, and I know when people support me. So I appreciate y'all so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.